Good morning, welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. As you guys know, my name is Marlon Bledman, and for all those who first time coming on this live, I'm one of the truck salesmen here at this Fredrick location. Today I want to show you this awesome unit behind me. It is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106 Summit Hauler conversion in that midnight blue. We're going to go over some of the features here, guys, and like I said, we got some awesome colors coming in. We do have a brown one in stock and a new. Remember the last one we had, it went crazy. So I love the interiors we put on those trucks, some of the upgrades we do when it comes here at our location, but I'll point those out as we go around. But look at this beautiful color, guys. One of the things I spoke about this color last time I did this video is the fact that on a bright sunny day, the color kind of changes a little bit depending on the angle, but this truck is really awesome looking. But again, on the front end, what we do here at Summit Hauler, the fact that we change out those grills and we add that 3-piece grill over here. Typically they come with that one grill from the factory, but we add the 3-piece, especially having that centerpiece up here and kind of blocking off the bottom over here. And all of that is designed by the C9 company. So I want to shout out those guys over there. With the upgrade on the Freightliner side, from the end of 2021 to 22, they started adding the LED headlamps, which creates a really awesome look at night and nice and clear as well. We do have dual horns up top. We do have that chrome visor on the bottom that kind of matches with the chrome coming in on the front end. Another grill that we add to this one is that side panel grill. This is totally different from what Freightliner puts on there, so we actually add this one on here again by the C9 company. As I open up the hood, you could either open it from the side, or there is a handle in the center here you could pull down, but I typically just go from the side. Underneath the hood, you guys are looking at the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It's also partnered with the Allison 3200 TRV 6-speed automatic transmission. This unit produces 360 horsepower and about 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. Just such an amazing vehicle, engine, transmission combination here. Again, looking underneath the hood here as the owner, going underneath here, majority of the stuff is clearly labeled. Again, even like the last 6 of the VIN is all around this vehicle as well. Chassis fuses are located on the front end near the driver fender well. So this is all your chassis fuses. You do have a negative and positive stud down here because the batteries are located underneath the back seat. So you have clearance here to go if you need to jump somebody or have the vehicle jumped, easy access to that instead of pulling that panel off. And again, like I said, everything is clearly labeled under here, so nice and clear view of everything. Closing this hood is very simple. You push on the hood. It does have that soft close, so it doesn't just bang and, you know, hurt you if you're underneath there or damage the hood itself. So to add a little push to make it go a little bit quicker. And there are strap downs on either side of this unit, so just remember to strap those down every single time you're done working underneath the hood. With those tires here, we do carry Michelin tires on those, 255 80R 22.5s. Those come straight from the factory. And of course, you do have your auto balances that we add to those vehicles when it comes here. As we come down, we do have our engine block heater, especially for cold days like we are in this season here in Colorado and throughout the US. You could plug those in. And you do have your trickle charger over here. So if you're out for a long time and you want to trickle charge your batteries while you're gone, it's not a fast charger. It kind of like trickles in that charge. So don't expect to plug it in and it just immediately charges it up. It's one of those things where you're out for a long time, your battery disconnect is off, the battery is not drawing power to the vehicle, so you just want to have that power going into the battery. So right here we have all our LED headlamps on the side of this, LED lights throughout the side of this unit. Underneath this storage area here, we do have access to our 6-gallon def tank and a 50-gallon diesel tank on this side, and on the opposite side we have a 50-gallon. You do have to fill it up, you do have to fill up on both sides. Once you fill up, it will even itself out. But again, I always recommend to go into a truck stop, fill up on both ends, and you'll be easy to fill up those tanks quickly. It is lockable, so you have key access to those boxes. As I open up that front end, the driver's side, checking out those front seats, they are air ride. What we did to this particular unit, we kind of upgraded it a little bit on the seat side. This one does come with massage seats. It does have heated and cool seats as well. And again, the heat and cool is not like your pickup. It is not super cold, it's not super hot. It is that good enough heat and good enough cold for those cold days and those hot days. Center will turn it off. You have your lumbar system here. You got your switch here for your air ride seats. Right underneath that, you do have access to your kill switch. And again, once you turn that off, you'll kill all power to that unit. Your key access point here, you could be on the ground, turn this up, let the needles load. Once that is done, you can start the vehicle from the ground. And you'll be able to walk around the unit, make sure you do all your testing while it's warming up. You could do all your checks. Again, on the back seat here, this does fold down into a bed. It is DOT certified for a sleeper, so don't worry about that. Very comfortable seats as well. You got some charging options here. You got a couple USBs and 110 plug-in. So it does have an inverter here for 110. And on the door, you can see our new panel that we started building in 2021. So you have the new panel with the Summit Hauler logo up here. You got speakers on all 4 doors. On that passenger door, you do have your window switch, and now we'll give you the switch for your rear bench turning into a bed. As you guys could see, I didn't go all the way flat. But access to your batteries, this panel right here comes off. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that will be able to remove that panel, and then you have full access to your batteries. Storage compartment here. This one does come with an airline system. You do have an air hose here. And of course, we try to use as much real estate as possible inside that storage compartment for storage. And of course, you do have that weather liner around there, weather stripping, so moisture doesn't go in and out of this unit. Again, it is lockable, so you have keys to those as well. Same as here. And even opening those doors, you do have this stopper here, so it doesn't damage your fender or scratch it up. As we come to the back, we do have access to LED headlamps. Those 4 center, or the 2 center on top of the headache rack, that's not lit, and the 2 bottom ones down here, that's not lit. The only time those come on is when you put the vehicle in reverse, or you turn on that cargo light switch, which is majority of our trucks will have that optional switch, OPT, that will turn on those lights. But again, in this one, they wanted to do it a little bit different, wanted to do 2 access points for your trailer brake system. So you have one lower down here for your bumper pull, and then up here, you have one here for your trailer up top, if it's a gooseneck or a 5th wheel trailer. This particular truck, we kind of built it so for the customer will choose exactly what his or her preference is for a hitch. So as you see, there's holes in that plate here. The center will put on a screw on gooseneck ball, or if not, you could do the Hensley trailer saver hitch. We could mount one in there. It does have the attachment for a gooseneck ball, so you could have your gooseneck trailer riding on air with that Hensley trailer saver hitch. It's a really good system. We have tons of customers purchasing those from us. We do have it in stock here at this location, so if in case you decide to buy this truck today, we can install it by today, tomorrow, whatever the schedule is for our tech inside there. But they typically work with us very well. So yeah, we could have this truck ready and set to go by this afternoon. So really cool feature here with the Hensley. The bed is all diamond plated. We do have access for a storage box in the back if you do want one. If we have to build one from scratch, it will take about 8 to 10 weeks to get it delivered to you. Diamond plated. If you want it sprayed smooth like this with the same color of the truck, we could get that done as well. I think that is around 6 weeks. It's a little bit quicker to get the spray one, the smooth one, rather than the diamond plated one, but it's your preference. I did a video with a black box on there recently for a customer I built this truck for. So you could go back and check that video out and see what that smooth storage box looks like. And I do have a video as well with a diamond plated box as well, so you could actually view that one as well too. But on the storage boxes on this side, they are the same size, same concept. And this is the extra 50-gallon tank I was mentioning earlier. Full access to that, and again, it is lockable to protect your fuel. Now you see we have some railings or rails up here. This is for your entry and exit. On the back end, you have a 4-point entry. You got this one here. You got a handle over here on the door. And as you come closer to the inside, you got this one further up here. So 4 points of entry. And for the driver and passenger, let's go on the passenger side. You do have a 4-point of entry as well. And the driver, for his 4-point of entry, he will use the steering wheel for that 4th point. So let's jump inside, go over the interior features. All right, let's talk about the seats. Since we're here, we have our road comfort. This is your massage seats, switch. You have one for the driver and passenger. Again, you do have your power on, different zones, different selections, and of course intensity and speed. If you don't want to use that, you turn that off. Has a little pocket here. The wires will go down, and that massage remote will sit right in here. You have your Voyager camera system up here. We got 1 camera installed right now. You could add an additional 3 cameras if you want. We got storage up here. All our different lights. We got those red lights, 2 of them up front, 2 in the back, and that's for nighttime riding. As we come up here, we do have our mood light, which I call infinity lighting. We have some reading lights as well. And of course, we got that blue light, just a little light up here. That kind of shines really bright at night. I mean, it might look small, but it's a little ambient lighted. I turn that off. As we come down, we do have our Stinger stereo sound system. This one comes with Apple and Android Auto. It does come with AM, FM, and satellite radio. This one does come equipped with navigation as well. You could add an additional 4 cameras to this one if you want. So you have front, rear, side to side. You just have to go to a normal audio store that could put those cameras in on the stereo. But as we go around, we do have an HDMI input as well. And that HDMI input is down here. You're gonna pop this up. You have the HDMI and a USB. With the USB, that will give you access to your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto. Whichever phone you have will plug into here. Right opposite here, you got your radar trailer brake system. You got your subwoofer knob. Some vehicles come with it, some don't. But this particular unit does have that sub knob, depending on the amplifier we install in here. Above here, you have your cruise control switch. Right next to it is your set and accelerate, cancel, turn off, marker light. You got your manual regen button right next to it here. Traction control switch. You got 4 windows for the driver. He could control the 2 front windows and the 2 back windows. But for all the passengers, they have their own access point for their windows on their doors. But the driver has all 4 access points here. You do have your heated mirrors. That OPT switch, the optional switch we have up here, will turn on those 4 white lights in the back like I mentioned earlier. And then you do have your rear dump switch. So This truck is equipped with a red dump system, so if you turn that on, you will get this alarm going off. That's just to remind you that your rear suspension is being dumped or is dumped. Once you're done hooking up your trailer to the truck or removing the trailer of the truck, once you're done and you remove yourself from the trailer or you back it into your trailer and you hook up, you could turn that off or on if you want to call it that way. It will pull all the air back into the suspension and raise the rear end of that truck. This light test button is a nice little way of testing all your lights before heading on your trips. So it's a nice little feature here. Once you turn that on, it will shut off everything. It will start blinking all the lights outside, and it will allow you to walk around your vehicle and your trailer to make sure all the lights work. Down here is your power lock, so you could lock all 4 doors by a push of a button or unlock it. These 4 USB spots here are for charging only. Red for heat, blue for cold, and those are for your rear air and heat in the for the back end. And again, you could actually turn it facing the front if you want more, but it is adjustable. Your cab AC and heat over here. You have cup holders. You got a nice little storage box in here. And of course, the different gauges on the front end here. We do have some units, again, depending on travel, depending on test, you do have some units where the mileage will kind of change. It is a brand new unit, even though it has 2,000 miles or 600 miles. But again, those vehicles being tested on the road, making sure everything works is a good way of knowing everything is in good condition, even though it's a brand new vehicle. So having some mileage on those units is very good to have, because you know if anything, if everything works at that point in time. So with this unit here, we got 686 miles, but over here the gauge, we got our oil gauge on the top. In the center we got our water gauge, transmission. Over on this side we have our fuel. Those green lights down here are our DEF fluid lights. So right now we're on full. As the squares go down, it will turn off, and you know you don't want it to go all the way to the last green. But again, for every gallon of DEF fluid is about 300 to 500 miles. So once you fill up, it's 6 gallons. So multiply that by 300 to 500, and then you know exactly how long you can go before refilling. But because this truck is air brakes, it does have air ride seats, air ride cab, air suspension. You do have that air truck line in the back in the storage compartment. So you do have 2 tanks over here, your primary and secondary. Once you're not driving this vehicle for a while, it will go into the red. Again, while you're warming up the vehicle, that will fill up. So you have the capability to see how far it goes in terms of the amount of air going in there. And the more you use it, again, once you start releasing air, as you guys can see, but while you start driving, that air will go back into those tanks and refill. So that's one of the cool features about this, having those primary and secondary tanks. Engine brakes, you have 2 switches. On the older units, you'll get only 1 switch. They started putting 2. One will turn it on. You'll see that little orange light turn on. And again, you have your high and low. And of course, you can turn it off when you're not using it. So very simple, very easy to drive. Turning radius on this unit is incredible. So I always like, whenever I take my customers on test drives, I always tell them, hey, we have enough space here. Flip this around and see how the turning radius is. 100% of the time, everybody freaks out on how well this unit turns. So again, we got a few on our lot right now. You can check us out on our Transwest website, transwest.com. Go into our haulers site and you can see all our incoming haulers, all our current inventory. We also on Horse Trailer World as well, so you can see all our inventory there as well. On the Freightliner side of things, we do have some really good options for financing for personal and business loans. We do take in trade-ins, and of course we do deliver anywhere within the United States. And I'm sure we can go to Canada, but it all depends on where. I'll look into that. But again, give us a call and we'll definitely look into some options. And if you guys are interested in financing or just a simple cash deal, we can do everything over the phone, over the internet as well, and get this delivered to your doorstep in no time. In the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back with you guys on Monday, but Larry will be here tomorrow with another video and another awesome truck. So again, hopefully this one will be in your garage tomorrow. But if not, give us a call and we'll find one that could fit in your garage. In the meantime, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.